Apologies. Welcome back. I'm Agent Zero. And today's operation is a controlled training scenario inside Hackbox Academy. We're dropping into a machine where we already have low access. A regular user in the system. That's good, but not good enough.
Incoming transmission. Agent Zero, welcome back to Zero Trace Operations. Today's mission is a controlled training run inside Hack the Box Academy. You already have low-level access on the target, but our objective is to push that further. Codename: Ascending Access. Your goal is simple. Understand privilege escalation. Find a path to elevate your permissions and take full control of the system. You're inside the building. Now you need the master key. I'll guide you through each step as you move from user to root. Zero Trace Ops is live. When you're ready, let's escalate.
All right. Oh, okay. Let me just. Okay, fine. Let me make sure. Okay, it just looks great. Okay. Sorry, guys. Just trying to get an explanation. It would have been so smart just to have this prepared, right? Hold on one sec. Just remember how to. Yeah. Here we go. Okay. All right. Now back to the end. Oh, sorry. I forgot to get some of this going. I definitely know that's a duplicate. There we go. Nice. Okay. Sorry guys, getting something prepared for you. Okay, there's that. Okay, where were So our objective is to understand what privilege escalation actually is. Learn how to real attackers abuse and practice step-by-step process to go from just user to full system access. So that's the deal here. Sorry, I'm going to be completely transparent. It is so hard for you to let this matter. So if you hear me, I promise you it's not on purpose. Okay, hold on one sec. So I just gotta get some details. Okay, so no, I've already passed this. Just here, FYI. Okay. Where is it? Yeah, but where's the machine? No, we don't want that. I mean, call me crazy. I remember it providing. Oh, this is super embarrassing. Alright, now this became interesting. Make sure this is even the right one. Yeah, it is. Server Sorry, it's been a little while. I've been working on this all the time, and it should be. Okay. So we're gonna secure shell into this. That's the first step here, I guess. Okay, that's this. User 1. So before I even do this full, essentially the whole point of this is to get higher privileges within this system via security shell on their operating system. So with Linux, we'll find out, and Ubuntu and everything. But we'll see that once we get actually through. So we're just gonna go from step 1 to step 2, but you'll see how we work the entire service area and then work our way in. That's pretty much all hacking is just working away from the side and then upwards. Or in. Here we go. So this is where we paste. I'm gonna be honest, this is really intense. It's a little intense right now. We'll go with that. Okay, now we're gonna do this a little different here. We're gonna go ahead and get this specified port. And there we go, I already forgot. Oh, Google, please. They're always listening, guys. Please just be aware that they're always listening. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's it. Okay. We're gonna go right through. And this one, there's no password. And we're gonna try it one more time. Actually, I think there was a password to delete sometime. Okay. Where was it? Okay, you want to oopsie, password 1. And we may not see it. Yeah, typed it on. That's the thing I hate about this is not gonna show you. Okay, we're through. Okay. So we have now invoice over here. And I'm just gonna kinda try to see you guys. Oh, you know what? I mean, Drex. I'm sorry, guys. The music might have been really intense for the majority of it, but I think I fixed it now. Because that was really loud in my head, and if I know that was loud to me, I'd know that was loud to you. All right, so here we go. I like it. Okay, this is more my speed. Okay, so here we're gonna do a who am I? That's just gonna literally tell us who we are. Okay, so we're user 1. So I think this one gives you actually the file path it's located in. So security shell into the server above the private credentials, which we just did, and use the port, which is this port number 41938. To specify the port shown above. Once you log in, try to find a way to move the user to get the flag. There we go. Okay, so we might actually be able to just do it this way. Let me see, CD. Okay, so then let's see. Oh, wait, I don't want that. Could we do this? Well, we don't want to do that. Okay. Now, let's show me what's in there. All right, so let's go ahead and get that. Oh. Okay, so we see the permission is denied. So now this is letting us know we need to move to the side to move further, right? We're further moving along that attack surface. This is just basic hacking methodology. All right, so it was good. This music is getting better too. That's good. Okay, let's see if it tells us anything. Okay, so we got in there. Blah blah blah. We couldn't get this. Let me think. There was one moment there. Let me think. Okay, so I think we should. We got to get the key. Okay, so we got to get the private key of user 2. Here. So let me remember. Bear with me 1 second, guys. It tells us something in here. Okay, this is important. Okay, so this is doing, so yeah, we passed, let me see if it, okay, yeah, this is essentially what, yeah, let me see here. Okay, so we essentially needed, we're going to start using pseudo privileges here to get the different ones here, so let me make sure. Okay, so let's try this. Sudo. Okay, here it is. Okay, so user 2 has no password. And bin bash here. So that's where it's located. So I believe all we have to do is okay. Okay, so this might be a lot easier. Oh God, it is impossible. I gotta rethink this whole Agent Zero brand, huh? If I can't get used to this mask, or work to get a better mask. Here we go, sudo. Oh my. Yeah, there we go. User flag. We got user 2, and then remember that location where it was, guys. So we got bin bash. Now we're gonna check who we are. We're in user 2. Okay, so but again, we're working on the first flag here, but we're gonna backtrace our steps with what we just did. So cd, we're gonna change directory home user to, make sure we spell it right. We should get there, no problem. Okay, cool. Now we're gonna tell me what's in here. We're gonna cat this, boom. Right here, that is what you would copy and put in here. I want to see, is it the same or is it different? Movement 770. I'm gonna say, nope, same thing. Okay. Oh man, insufferable. Okay, so now, once you gain access to user 2, try to find a way to escalate your privileges to the root to get the flag, root, and flute, or root flag. Okay, so ideally we could take the same methodology. Right. I just want to make sure we don't have to start messing with Vim editors. Okay. A little intense for me. Okay. Where's the keys? The keys. Security shell. Okay. Okay. This is it right here. So yeah, we might have to hit this Vim editor. Okay, yeah. So because we're gonna go Vim editor route, we gotta focus on this part right here. So what is that? ID underscore RSA. Okay. So security. Think. Okay. So currently, because of the current privileges, we don't have to log in anything else at the moment. Right now, we're gonna go ahead and change directory to, I remember, root. This root should be, yeah, root security shell, and then we're gonna add this right afterwards, just to access it. Root .ssh, no space was needed there. All right, and then directory can read ID RSA. So okay, so it told us. All right, not a directory. Oh, okay, so I have to just, okay. All right, so we can't go all the way through. Kind of how we did with the flag, how I didn't go all the way through to the flag file. I went to the part right before where the flag was located and then went into the flag through a cat method. So same thing here. So okay, cool. That's what I want. Print the working directory. Okay, it should be, yep. All right, then we're gonna do, we're gonna go ahead and tell me what's in here. Okay, IDRSA, that's what we're looking for. And could we just, we can. Okay. So same thing. And not the public file, we're going for the original one. And it should give us, boom, there's the private key. Now we're not done yet. This is what we have to add into the, oh my Lord. This is what we have to add to the Vim editor. And with these things, you have to kind of grab the whole thing from beginning to end in these private keys. Okay. Well, I think this is where we're gonna have to use that cmod, and we might need a whole nother terminal for this. All right, this is starting to annoy me. Sorry guys, that's kind of how I am with the music. Oh, yeah. Let me see here. Yep, here we go. Okay. So we do a whole new thing. Okay, so we got to start the process a little bit from the beginning. So who am I? Okay, we're from the beginning. Now, if I'm correct, this is where we put in the, give me the working directory, and then, okay, we're going to try something. Well, I say try it like it didn't work before. Yeah, that's it. Okay. Okay, so we do that. Give me the working directory. Okay, cool. Then it should be home. Hold on. I mean, I guess. Let's see if it makes a difference. Okay, here's a Vim editor, and I believe this. Oh, this is the weirdest thing. It's probably so. Oh. Okay, sorry about that. Okay, so we're gonna go and put this in here. Could I just control view? Okay, that's very interesting. There it is. Okay, then control, where's save. Yeah. Okay. sure now. Okay, so this is what we're doing next. Oh my gosh, this is not an Avatar trailer, okay. What is it, 600, and then you do ID, RSA, okay, boom, we're here now. Enemy, okay, the read and write restrictions on this thing, okay. Now we're gonna, let me see here. I think we're gonna take, just making sure, I think this is what we need to do here. Oh no, where's that? No, okay. Ah, right here. Okay, is it a security shell? Yeah, that's exactly what we need to do, okay. Okay, so through this, we see the read and write purposes, and or not, I keep saying purposes, it's the restrictions, I'm sorry. Okay, so we know the root can do everything then. That's essentially what we're looking for here, right? Here's another access point here. So what we're gonna do is security shell, and up here it tells us what the IP address is that we're going to. Or not the IP, but the address that we're going to. Oh, I didn't do that right. Nope, didn't do that right. Root. Use the I flag to log in, and then we're going to do this IRSA. Alright, give it its time. Okay, maybe not. Let's try it again. You know what? I think my original hunch is right. I'm just gonna go with that. Oh God. Okay, hold on, let's see. Oh, is that because I have? Oh my gosh, it's so annoying because I know this is right before we get the private key. Oh. It was the mic that fell. Is it? Oh, jeez. Okay. Well, that sucked. I'm sorry. Oh, what a rough stream. These streams be so rough for me. Sorry. Oh man, okay, I thought I set it up where that wouldn't happen. But here we are. Okay. Now that I got my life back together. This is what we're gonna do. We're gonna security shell this. Make sure. Okay, so we're just putting all of this in. Or not. Yeah. Okay. Let's try that. Oh, you had a space, that's why. to do the same thing. And that should work. Should give us the key. All right, we see that doesn't work. Oh, man. Maybe, Alright, let's try. What did I do to get this last time? It's kind of crazy. It's like you do it and then you run into the same problem. Oh. And then when you find out what the problem is, you realize it's the dumbest thing ever. Okay. Okay, here we go, guys. Okay. I'll explain all of this in just a second. Let me just get this in here. 2, 3, 7, 5. What is that? A 6. 1, 7, 5. No. Don't make the same mistake. Yo, they want the port. And the port for us is... Oh, God, where? Come on. Okay, here we go. 41938. That's 41938. Now we get the flag in here. What is this? And then we get the flag. And then... Okay, that... There we go. There we go. All right, see, there's Ubuntu that I was talking about earlier. Okay, so essentially what we just did. Essentially, it's called, I believe it's called symmetrical. Oh, God, it's been a while. But essentially, long story short, we logged into user 1 through the credential that it already gave us, password 1. We went all the way to the highest level of privileges that user 1 was given in order for us to get the flag and said, hey, even though you're user 1 and you got access to see this, you can't get into this. So we had to figure out a way to another. So we went to user 2. All right, so we used, let me see if I can go back here for it. All right, so boom, boom, boom. Okay, so then we use the pseudo privileges to kind of see, where is it? I just want to show you guys. Okay, this is when we first got in, security shell. Okay, who am I? User 1. We printed the working directory. We changed the directory into where it told us that this flag was at, and it told us that it was indeed in there. All right, then we went in there using the cat command, got the flag. However, once we tried to cat it, it told us, hey, you don't have the credentials to do so. So then we use sudo, which is enhanced privileges across the entire system, right? And then told us what was inside that as far as what we can do. And it told you where everything, users, and information passwords are all at. All right, so boom. All right, it told us that, hey, you can go to user 2, no password. So we just simply went to the location where it was at, using pseudo privileges, using the user login command, user 2, where it was located. Switch this over, check who am I, user 2. All right, so change directory over here, listing what's in that and that same file. So we did what we couldn't do up here. Excuse me. All right, and then we got the flag and then was able to find the first code. All right, then we had to figure out the root privileges. And then we went into the root privileges using the security shell in the ID RSA file, which we're using to pretty much get access. So then again, changing a bunch of directories, going in, right, seeing in this root file that it told us about back in the instructions, showing us what's in there. That's how we found the ISRA. And again, these are key files, right? So we are looking for the private key. When you find an account's private key, you have everything. Boom. So we copy this and we're going to put this into the Vim editor of the other system that we're using. That way it could access this under these privileges. And that's where we were doing here. Came back, a whole nother address, went down, print the working directory, use the nano command on the same file. Then we had to use the cmod. Again, this is where we were trying a bunch of stuff. We ended up finding the read and write privileges. Pretty much this is whatever user can do. What they can access, what they can edit, what they view, what can they see, what do they have access to, things like that. What can they modify? I guess that's edit. Now we run into a bunch of walls because I kind of forgot how I got past this the last time. But long story short, again, security shell from here into the root user, using the IP and the port, and using the login command with this key file. Right, and this key works because we put it in this system's Vim editor. All right, so boom, boom, boom. It tells us, hey, okay, welcome in. So we have access. And then we look for the key here. Oh, I think I got excited. Hold on. Oh, sorry. I got excited before we actually finished, and I only figured that out because I was explaining the whole thing. All right, so let's do this real quick. Oh, no, wrong one. All right, okay, so root, right? So now we just need to remember, we're just going to finish this real quick, and this is getting really intense. Hold on, guys, we'll find this real quick. Boom, boom, boom. Okay, so we need to get here. Is there not? We're in the root. Right there. So weird. Oh, I probably should have copied that. Oh. Okay. Oh, why? Oh my gosh. Why would it do that to me? Okay. Two. Okay, that's answer number 2. Oh God. Okay. So we just had to do the same thing all over again. So we just repeated the same process across 3 different accounts. User 1, we pushed all the way through until we hit a wall of denial. We went to user 2, got all the way to the end, but we had to get the root privileges, which are the admin access, which is pretty much everything. This person, whoever has access to the root, has access to the entire system. We got in there, and then we were able to access the root address that he was giving us in this question. Sorry, it was over here. Get the flag located here, and since we have root privileges, we can do so. So we just changed the directory over there. And once we got in there, then we were able to, how should I say this? Pretty much get in the file, list what was in the file, so it told us it was there, and then we cat, which is opened it, the flag file, and then we got the code it was looking for. So these are just some of the principles and methodologies goes in this just privilege escalation. Okay, that was a lot more than I needed that to be. Ooh, all right. So now that we got that, and that is privilege escalation. All right, guys, so let me just wrap this up a little bit here. Oh. Sorry, I've been dying under this mask. Okay. So we successfully executed the privilege escalation. We started with limited user, level access, mapped the system, uncovered its weakness, and escalated to full control. That's the essence of a privilege escalation. Turning a foothold into dominance. Remember, every misconfiguration you exploited today is something real defenders must catch before attackers, even do. So understanding this process makes you a better hacker and a better protector at that. So, until next time.
Mission complete, Agent 0. You mapped the system, found the weakness, and escalated from user to full control. That's the core of privilege escalation, turning limited access into total dominance. Remember the lesson, apply the mindset, and stay sharp. Zero Trace Ops signing off. Until your next deployment.